Morning, guys. Welcome to day number 3 of how to get out of poverty biblically or using biblical means. So today we are reading Proverbs 6 verse 6, and it reads, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of your hands to sleep, so shall which having no guide, overseer or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of your hands to sleep, so shall poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man." So this portion of scripture is so interesting, and it tells us to look into nature for lessons. Nature provides us so many lessons, and in this instance, it's told us to look at the ants. The ants are a fascinating group of insects. They live in communities. A number of them live in communities. Okay, they do work together. That's one thing about the ants. They work together, and also they carry a lot of heavy things while cooperating with one another, passing on the food. You see them in a trail or a line, okay, moving from one place to another, from one place to a hole usually, or is it to their house, and then they'll be carrying that food, heavy loads of food. They'll be passing on to each other until they reach where they are going, and they're always working. They work in the summer, and they gather their food in the harvest, so that they have enough. They always have enough of food. The other commendable thing that I know about ants, or admirable, is that they do not have a ruler or an overseer to tell them what to do. Yet, they are able to work on their own. So they are also self-motivated, They motivate themselves. They don't need an external person to come and motivate them per se. They are self-motivated, and they work willingly, and they achieve their goals. For it's also cautioning us to say a little sleep, a little slumber. You say, no, let me just sleep a little bit. Just that same small little bit, poverty shall come on you as an armed man, Let us work like ants. Let us learn from these ants. Let us not be sluggards. You guys, a sluggard, the term sluggard is quite a strong term. Someone who's very lazy, who's sleepy, who's just all those things you don't want to associate yourself with. So let us not be sluggards. Let us not be slumbering. Let us work hard for us to get out of poverty. This has been day 3. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow, even as we'll be doing day 4. So if you're just joining us for the first time, kindly like and share and subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a 30-day how to get out of poverty using biblical means. So I'm reading those inspirational verses where I'm drawing out those strong lessons in the Bible which will help us get out of poverty. Let's do this. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a good one.